Alright, hey y'all, I'm here today to show you how to make a frog Giga, or a Giga in general. I just call them frog Gigas because that's what I mainly use them for. They're very helpful for any survival situation. It can be used as a walking stick if you want to use it for that, then also it's spear slash gig, so it's easy to get a wide variety of food with them. So we're going to go ahead and start making it. I'm just using this little stick. It's not very big, it's just a demo stick. But what I really like to use for making these is bamboo. They make the best gigas because they are some of the toughest, the best, the light, they're tough, you can get them sharp easy. It kind of does what you tell it to do, so they are my favorite. And then I'm going to try to use my boot knife here to split it so it's a little bit easier for y'all to see, but I'm not quite sure how exactly that's going to work. Basically what you want to do to start is just cut your stick in four even-ish sections. They don't have to be perfect, but you kind of want to get it as close to possible. This one is not going to be very good, but that's cool. But yeah, you want to get it as close to even as possible so that it's, you have good, strong, thick spears on each side. But once you get that, you can kind of you can kind of see where I put my slots, 1, 2, 3, 4. The next part, the next two steps you can do in your own order. What you gotta do next is get 2 small little slivers of wood to separate the 4. You need 2 of them, 1 to go each way, form a little cross there, to help separate apart, so you have 4 different spear tips. It'll give you a better aiming ability. It doesn't really matter how big they are, you just want to make sure you can able to get it in there. And it's going to be tricky with this piece of wood because it doesn't do what you tell it to do. But let me see here. This part is one of the main reasons I like bamboo, because it's really easy to do this step with. I always put them in and then sharpen my spears, just because it's helpful to kind of have them spread apart when I sharpen. But like I said, you can do it either way. It's not going to go in very well, is it? Yeah. I was hoping that would work better than it did, obviously. Alright, let me try this one. It's not working. Let me see if I can... If it doesn't work, just mess with it a little bit. Try to shave it down some, make it thinner, whatnot. Whatever will help it get in there, because it is very important to have these pieces. Gosh dang it. This is not wanting to work. Okay. I'm about to just destroy this entire piece of wood. Let's hope it works this time. If not, I'll try to just show you without it. Okay, there we go. Got that one in there. Alright. Let me see. Okay, so as you can see, it kind of split it. You do want to hang off on the ends a little bit. It'll make it easier to tie all together at the end. So you can see it split it there. Let's get another one in here. Okay. Pop that bad boy open. This one is not going to work as well because the stick is already half broken. Okay. There that is. Alright, so this is looking absolutely terrible. But I think y'all will be able to see well enough. Like I say, it does work a lot better with bamboo. So you can see I have my 4 different sections there. What you're going to do is you just want to take your knife and sharpen them into a spear point. Sometimes it's easier to do this before you put your dividers in. Other times it's not. It's going to take too long for me to show you. So, sorry. Alright, so basically you're just gonna have your 4 sections, right there, as I showed you. Is going to have those. You're going to sharpen to a point. The sharper they get, the more you'll be able to wedge your sticks down. I generally like having mine about 3 inches each, which is about as long as this knife blade. It is pretty long. You don't have to have them that long. I find it helpful for stabbing larger things, or just having a bigger spear tip is always nice. Alright, now once you get your 4 dividers in and you are pointed up and ready to go, you're going to take your some rope. I'm just using this rope here. I don't know where I got it from. Alright, and you're just going to start tying it all down so that it stays together and doesn't really fall apart. This is mainly to keep in the dividers. Make sure that those don't fall out or nothing. Don't want that happening. So you're just gonna kind of wrap it around. You can go in the middle. This looks terrible. You can use these to push your sticks down a little bit farther too. And then you just wrap it around there. And then I like going down a little bit. See, this isn't gonna look great, but like I said, this piece of wood's crap. Alright, you want to kind of loop it down. I don't have that much string, so I can't make it look as good as I'd like to. But I like making a little handle right there on the end, about a little bit bigger than my hand. And another handle on the other end. Just, it makes it more comfortable. If you don't have enough rope, it's not a necessity. It's not a necessity. You don't need it. It just makes it a little bit easier to grip. If it's wet, makes it more comfortable and whatnot. But as you can see, I kind of tied that down there. It's not very good, but it's good enough that if I stab something and pull on it, these aren't really going to move too much. I don't know if y'all can see that. See, it has a little bit of a wiggle room, but not much. So that's good. Now for the size, again, it's just up to you. A lot of this is up to just however you like it. Hang on 1 second. Let me get this out of there. It's bothering me. Alright, I like about this thick. So you can see it's about that thick. It's just big enough that I can kind of grip it easily with my hand. Have a little bit overlapping on my thumb there. But it's not too wide that I can't grip it. It's not too small that my hand's just like completely closed up around it or anything. My phone fell. Dadgummit. Alright, so that's about how thick I like them there. Like I said, these are very useful for any survival situation you're in. I've gotten these, they're one of my favorite things to make in my free time just because they're fun to make and they're useful. Like I said, I've gotten frogs with snakes. You can't really kill a snake very well with it, but you can pin the snake down well enough to kill it with something else. I've got an armadillo with one I made. That was pretty fun. So they're very useful. If you want to get something like an armadillo, it obviously has a harder shell. It is a lot harder to punch through. But if you take bamboo, this only works with bamboo, and you cook it, it'll turn brown. You don't want to cook it for too long, else it'll get all sticky and then turn soft. But if you cook it for the right amount of time, like 10, 15 minutes on a fire, then it turns brown and gets really, really hard and really, really sharp. So it is a lot easier to work with. It's a lot easier to once you do that, you can kind of fine down your points a little bit more and make it sharp and make it stronger. So that is my video on how to make a frog gigger. Again, I'm going to do the shout out here again. My friend has an Instagram page, Camo Army. Look him up. He has some good redneck memes, landscape pictures, hunting, fishing pictures. Just some all out good redneck stuff there. So go give him a follow, a like, whatever you do on Instagram, still have not figured that one out. So go give him a like, check out his page, and also I need a editor app for my videos. I don't know if y'all noticed, but they're like unedited. I'd like to start editing them, but I don't have a great app to do that with or anything. So if y'all have any suggestions for that, put it down in the comment box along with any other videos you would like to see. And until next time, I will see y'all later. Bye.